Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 4 of this Blind Civ show match for charity between Lukas and Artie. Spawning in the west of the map on Mongolia, we've got Lukas playing as the Chinese civilization. Spawning on the east of the map in red, we've got Artie playing as Germany. So, an interesting show match here. I believe these are two two-point civilizations. I might have to check whether or not is China 3. Let's take a little look at these rules. And just check, check whether or not the Chinese player is playing for 2 or 3 points. And they are playing for 2 points. So, both teams playing for 2 points here. And we'll take a little look and see what they tried to do. Let's quickly just change these settings and give ourselves the better scroll speed, a little bit of a DE things here, and just like that, we're good to go. So we've got Lukas up here on the northwest of the map. He's managed to find this yak, and he's also going to take down the 80 wood treasure. Which is definitely a nice early treasure for the Chinese player to take. In the meantime, in the east of the map, take a little look at what Germany's got going on. Well, we already know he's going to send in those settler wagons first. He's not yet chosen his deck, but unlikely to be a surprise. They're gone for the typical German market start. Artie, despite doing very, very well in this match, maybe some gamesmanship, forgetting how a lot of things work apparently, but we don't know yet. In the meantime, he's not gone for the TP, just gone for the market. So, not the most typical German start on this map. I think normally you'd like to see Germany put down that market. As normal, the coin being ignored for now by the Chinese player. Let's see how we're getting on in the Yak Wars. You can keep an eye on that chat if you want. In terms of the Yak Wars, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Yaks for the Chinese player. And I think we've got, was that 5 or 6 Yaks here? 6 Yaks, so it's 6 all. In terms of Yaks, both doing a pretty good job. Definitely take that as Germany when you've got the 2 Chinese explorers going around the map collecting Yaks. Very nice treasure of 80 coins. Going to go down to Artie in the meantime as well. Not quite sure why this disciple is... well, I suppose he's just making a nuisance of himself on that settler wagon. Taking some precious hit points of him. In the meantime, the gold treasure going down. And indeed, that 80 coin treasure gets snapped up pretty easily. So now we've got pretty much all the German villagers on wood apart from a few. Take a little look and see how Lukas is doing. He just starts building that wonder now at the Summer Palace. Spanning, of course, that banner army, which is going to go down with 4 villagers being used to build that. Lukas, of course, is known for being a very strong Chinese player. And now Artie, not only building a trading post, but taking the most aggressive option possible with the trading post, going straight in to that most western one. Well, neither players have quite enough yaks to justify a livestock. And it does look like Lukas is up, and he indeed is also going to build a trading post. So Summer Palace is almost up. In the meantime, Don Artie's just about going to finish aging up right now. We've got the very strong 3 settler wagon 2 Ulan shipment coming in right now for the German player. And that treasure going to go down. A little bit of lull in the action here in the early age 2. Amalgamation coming in from the German player, so going very, very heavy gold right now. Take a little look at his deck, and you see he's got a lot of these very, very powerful age 3 shipments. The Black Riders, the Jaegers, the Harbiskiers, and having this huge emphasis on coin, one can only assume we're going to actually start seeing a few of these very powerful coin-based shipments coming in. Not much of another reason for him to be having like so many villagers on coin together with the amalgamation coming through. Take a look and see what he's going to send right now. He's sending in the 700 wood and the 2 Ulans first of all. A bit of a powerful raid coming in from Don Artie here. But the sentries are basically on top of it. So those Ulans are going to go down. And just one of them survives. So I guess we could call that a failed raid. And he pulls him off to retreat. So again, a bit of a lull. Very nice looking German eco. Going for that semi-FF. Caverna TV coming in with 100 bits. Of course, as you'll know, all going and being matched to the Afghan IRC appeal. Thank you very much, Caverna. So 1 TP each. It does look like Don Artie's going to try and angle to putting down the second TP. He's just gone to the 200 wood, so I can only assume that's what he's going to use it for. And indeed, that is exactly what he's going to use it for. Another raid coming in from Don Artie, but very well protected city here. And I think those units are going to go down. You could say that they're free units, but nothing's for free because, you know, the fact that you get those Ulan, that comes in lieu of other economic advantages that other civs have. So the effectiveness of those Ulans still matters. Church now going down as Don Artie continues with the toxic semi. And now Mad Sathos subscribes at the tier 1. Thank you very, very much, Mad Sathos. That's another $5 going to the appeal. And at the same time, Josh Point 000 coming in with the subscription. Thank you very, very much, Mad Sathos and Josh Point 000. Very, very much appreciated. Those subs, all of the money from those is going to go to charity and going to be matched by me as well. So have a little look on the ESOC forum later and you'll see proof of that donation. But thank you very much to the both of you. So again, we're looking for, well, Germany's now aged up, China's aged up, so we're finally seeing a fully fortress game. My phone is ringing, and we'll have to call that back and put it on silent. Another raid coming in right now. Like the very typical German toxic semi-FF here, with the age up being supported by these free Ulan shipments. I suppose it's not really a toxic semi-FF, it's basically pretty much a naked FF. He didn't put down any military production buildings. We're going to take it back. That is not a toxic semi. That's naked. That is a simple fast fortress with just the church behind it. Now putting it down Karl's Kniep, where he's training the Highlanders. Really interesting stuff here going on from Don Artie. Going to be interesting to see what happens. So he's got some very powerful mercenary shipments that he can make. He's training Highlanders from the saloon. And that's very curious stuff indeed. So we're about to see some Highlander action for those that are excited to see it. Now sending in Royal Mint. So, I mean, this coin gathering is going so fast. He's got so many upgrades for this coin. 19 villagers on this gold mine. Amalgamation's in. Placa Mines is in. Now Royal Mint is coming in. That is incredibly strong. That is a lot. That is just an absolutely insane amount of coin coming in. Look at how quick it's going on. That's a Swedish volume of coin. So we're seeing really imaginative stuff here from Don. Really interesting to see how it goes. He's got some big mercenary shipments to come in. He's got the gold to be able to afford them coming in. Training Highlanders and Uhlans, which are not yet veteran, but likely to go veteran soon. He just needs the wood for that. And looks like he's going to make a bit of a push right now. Ahead on score, but score pretty irrelevant at this point in the game. Alright, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this goes down. Unconventional, but interesting. In the meantime, Lukas is up here, starting to siege down the TP. And it looks like Don Artie is caught between minds about whether or not he wants to go and deal with that or push into the base. TP is going to go down very, very quickly to that big mass of units. Just got the Explorer just being annoying there, not doing anything else. And Lukas basically intelligently doesn't leave his mass exposed for too long there. Chandler coming in with some more bits, going for charity. Thank you very much, Chandler. Yeah, and that is definitely definitely understand the point of your message there. People will complain about just about every civilization. Loving to see this imaginative gameplay from Don Artie. He now pushes in, first of all, with those Uhlans going in, raiding, going to try and get on top of those villagers, but they're not going to do very much for the village right next to it. And the Highlanders behind that, and he's looking a little bit exposed here with all of his units, possibly likely to get stuck in that choke point. Highlanders not particularly fast units. Now he's sending in the 12 Jaeger shipment as well, but he's got with that, I mean, not surprising to see because he's got that absolutely massive coin income. And Don Artie deciding to drop back at this point. Falling behind a little bit on score, but nothing too significant. Definitely more than in the game. And he's now got the improved mercenaries coming in as well. So these mercenaries are about to become very, very strong. So, loads of mercenaries here. He's got so many Highlanders. He's got the Jaegers behind them. He's leaving with the Cav down there for now. Let's see if he wants to maybe use them to raid simultaneously. And looks like we're heading for our big confrontation of this match. Every match having their big moment of confrontation. And Lukas trying to wrap his Cav around those Jaegers. Is managing to get on top of them a little bit. For me, it looks like Don Artie might be slightly overexposed here. And Don Artie being caught very badly out of position. A good defensive effort from Lukas. And even though the score shows Don Artie pulling ahead, certainly looks like this is going to be an absolute cleanup here for Lukas. These are very, very expensive units going down for Don Artie. He is sending in reinforcements. It's definitely not completely over yet. Is he holding his own? Of course, these Jaegers are very, very powerful, but once they go down, he can't send them again. Very, very expensive to lose them. And is Don Artie not... Is he going to manage to win this? A lot of the Jaegers have gone down. We'll take a look and see how many Jaegers he's got left. He's just got the 5 Jaegers left, but he's managing to somehow overrun his opponent. And Don Artie might actually look like he's going to take down this game. He's running through the base. And just behind that, he's got another mercenary shipment coming in with the 8 Harquebusiers. That is very, very powerful. And just like that, it looks like somehow Don Artie, with this very, very imaginative game plan, is going to be able to take this game down. He's now up just like that 4,000 ahead in score. Shows you the huge power of these mercenary units. It definitely looked at the beginning of that fight like Don Artie would be in trouble, but he was just fighting with much stronger units. This whole fight happening underneath the town centre. And he's going to be able to start sieging, and there's just loads of reinforcements coming back. Huge gold economy, training more and more Highlanders. And just those Jaegers were just a little bit too powerful for Lukas to deal with. And Don Artie just showing incredible imagination here once again with the build. Like a very rare build. You don't see very much of this. And it's incredibly, it's working. I mean, Lukas has built back a bit of a mass here, but these are such powerful mercenary units. And Don Artie now going to just go around and continue taking down these villages. At the same time, he's just wreaking havoc in the base here of Lukas. And this has really been like a, if you ask me, a special build here from Don Artie. Really, really impressive. And just everything around the home city being absolutely shredded right now. I mean, most of Don Artie's mass isn't even involved. He could just basically probably come in and clean something. Also, that being said, I mean, not a bad little build-up that's happened here from Lukas. His scores closed right up suddenly from having looked open. And I tell you what, I mean, a lot of the German ecos run dry right now. So if Lukas can hold on, don't forget all of Germany's shipments has been tied up in these military shipments. So not that much power left in terms of home city shipments. And again, this entire fight happening underneath the town centre. And it's another absolute cleanup here for Don Artie. Absolute cleanup. Lukas, of course you get Highlanders, and calls GG. And Don Artie manages to take that game down with an incredibly impressive strategy. And we're going to update his score, and just like that, well, I don't know if that was expected, that is 6-3 to Don Artie. So to remind you, Don Artie can win this match with one more win if he chooses to go for a 3-point civilization. Alright, I'm going to just take 1 minute, get myself a drink of water, but we're heading to what could be match point for Don Artie. Really, really impressive match so far. I hope you're enjoying this show match. While I'm gone, if you decide that you want to give any bits, any subs, any prime subs, any gifted subs, all of that goes to charity and is matched by me, so you're giving double charity for the price of one. Give me just 1 second, have a sip of water, and I'll be back in about 25 seconds. All right. We're already back. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, we've got some stuff going on. Let's have a little look. Well, Kanaido1, thank you very, very much for gifting the tier 1 sub to Mr. Alvin2VN. That's very, very appreciated and very kind of you. And Mad Saphos, thank you very, very much for gifting the tier 1 sub to Izad.